This is Divine Letters, a message from the heart of creation to remind us that everything starts within. All symbols are alive, and I am because you are. We are the ones we have been waiting for. This is Divine. Divine Letter to Spain. Today I speak not about Spain, but through the field of Spain as it moved through me. Not as a single nation, but as an echoing empire. As the Thyroid Gland of Gaia, pulsing with expression, imbalance and overactivation. A karmic membrane stretches across oceans, continents and centuries. I did not feel a country. I felt a field, massive, fragmented, inflamed. Spain did not arrive gently. She roared. She came not as history, but as aftermath, as a planetary entanglement held in the masculine voice. I felt not culture, but consequence, not presence, but pressure. Spain is not singular. She is multinational, multicultural, multidirectional. She extends beyond borders, beyond governance, beyond language. Her oversoul, Ardía, she who burned and burns still, carries the aftershock of empire. Force without grounding, power without rest, history without digestion. She holds and holds and holds. What moved through me was not a cultural story. It was a trauma archive, colonial shadow, dogma echo, torture, pride, fire, silence. And underneath it all, exhaustion. The field is tired. The body of Ardía is inflamed in the throat and upper chest, overactivated, burned out. The gland of global expression, the thyroid, has become a furnace with no release valve. Spain are singing sentences, but with clenched jaws. With a flame that cannot find water, the voice is not free. It is charged, constrained, shouting across centuries, preaching through dance. The flamenco is not performance, it is a sermon in disguise. The heels strike the ground like confession. The gesture slices the air like scripture. But there is no room for exhale, no place for softness. The field is over-masculinized, fire without container, pride oscillating with shame. This is what happens when power collapses into rigidity, when fire becomes fixation, and force loses its rhythm. It no longer flows, it repeats, it burns without moving forward. And the fragmentation is real. Spain's oversoul is split. It does not move in one direction. It scatters. Every direction at once. It speaks too much, yet says too little. Expression without coherence becomes noise. This is not failure, it is signal. The field is crying out to be returned. Ardía is the Oversoul name. She burns in the throat of Earth. She metabolizes the sound of history. But she has become overloaded. The fire that once illuminated now incinerates. The thyroid must rest. The voice must release. This is your invitation. Not to heal Spain, but to listen to her oversoul scream, and then to help her soften. Let the feminine enter where the fire has ruled. Let the earth absorb what words no longer can. Let Spain stop holding what was never hers to carry alone. She is not just empire. She is the burn that never cooled. She is exhausted. She is memory in overdrive. Let the song become breath. Let the speech become silence. Let the field become whole. And because what burns must also be seen, what you now witness is a visual transmission of the being word Ardía, channeled by the intuitive artist and seer Siri. She received this painting as Spain's karmic field made visible. Let your eyes receive what the throat cannot hold alone. This is not a letter to be read. It is a field to be metabolized. If the Oversoul of Spain, Ardía, stirred fatigue, fire, grief, or fragmentation in your body, let these steps support your return to coherence. 1. Acknowledge the empire within. Spain does not live only in maps. Empire is a frequency, a pattern of overextension, control, and speech without stillness. Where does that live in you? Action. Speak aloud. I see the empire within me, not as shame, but as signal. Let the words land. Then place one hand on your solar plexus. Breathe deeply 3 times. Let your power return to your center. Two, breathe into the throat fire. Ardía burns in the throat chakra. Overexpressed, overburdened, overbright. You may feel this as tightness, irritation, or fatigue. Action. Inhale through your nose slowly. Exhale with a soft sound, like letting steam escape. Repeat for 5 rounds. Imagine the fire lowering, the voice uncoiling. 3. Touch the field of forgiveness. Spain's karmic field is thick with unprocessed trauma, conquest, suppression, and systematic overreact. The Codex reminds us, forgiveness is phase realignment. Action. Sit on the earth. Whisper the name of one ancestor, one culture, or one part of yourself you are ready to forgive. Let the earth hold the echo. 4. Dance the unspoken. Spain's soul speaks through movement, but much of it has been coded in tension. Let your body release what your mouth cannot. Action. Put on music with Spanish, Moorish, or Gypsy influence. Move without form. Let the hips sway, the arm cut, the feet remember. Dance as if undoing centuries. Five. Speak Ardía with reverence. Ardía is not a word. It is a harmonic key. Speaking it calibrates the gland of expression and softens the fire. Action. Whisper Ardía 3 times. Let the first be tired, the second surrendered, the third still. Let the field listen back. This is not information. This is integration. You are not healing Spain. You are letting her move through you. This was Spain, Ardía, as she moved through me. This nation belongs to the micro-organ of Gaia known as Europe, the elemental force of air. May its breath body speak again in coherence. Namaste. Thank you for listening to Divine Letters with Ann-Peggy Divine. All evolution is collective. Nothing is ever forgotten. Each letter calls us to remember, to take responsibility for the life we create. With grace, reverence, and unity, may the path of your divine design light the way.